Hi friends, it's Jeanette. Thank you so much for joining me again for a yoga practice. This time we're going to be doing some somatic yoga therapy. And I only have one rule about my classes: no pain. So please don't do anything that hurts you. Also, you're in charge. You get to choose what you do with your body. So if anything doesn't feel right for any reason at all, you can skip it or change it. It's up to you. Before we dive in, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified every time there's a brand new video. Thank you. We'll begin in the standing position in mountain pose, Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back a few times, noticing the movement of the tissues around your shoulder blades. Bringing your awareness ever deeper into your body. Good. And when the moment feels right, you might even try rolling your shoulders forward and see what that feels like. Your eyes can be open or closed. Good. So one last time, we can roll the shoulders back and down and notice that they sort of settle. They settle into a natural position. Notice whether your hands naturally face out or in. Notice whether your shoulders want to come forward or back. No judgment, just being aware of what's going on in the body. And next we can try inhaling to bring the arms up overhead, placing the hands together, and exhaling, bringing those hands down in front of the heart into Anjali Mudra, prayer position. We'll try that a few more times. As you bring your arms up, see if you can root down into the earth through your feet. And feel yourself sinking even heavier into the feet as you bring your hands down into Anjali Mudra. Knowing that your place in the universe, your very special individual place where you belong, is right here, right now. Good. So next, if you like, we can try a little easy twist. So I actually like to take the feet a little wide when I do this, but you can choose wide, narrow, whatever feels better. And if we start really slow, we can minimize the chance of doing any harm to the back. And so we all have a different level of readiness for twisting. And it's good to just start easy, feel it out, and progress as appropriate for your body. So if you like, you can start making those twists a little bigger, a little deeper, and feel into the spiral staircase that your spine makes when you twist to the left and to the right. The stairway to heaven. Okay, good. Just a few more. Good. And slowing down. Slowing down a little more. finally coming to rest in the center. Pause. Take that sacred pause and feeling into your belly and your back and your chest. As you inhale, feel the prana going into your lungs and then into the other parts of your body through your blood, through your fascia, the connective web of interconnectedness inside your body. And we can then take a stretch for the back and the backs of the legs. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see my spinal alignment. I'm going to take my feet wide and straddling my mat. I'm going to bend my knees, and then I'm going to put my elbows on my thighs. This is a really safe way to stretch your back if you have injuries. If you bring your shoulders down away from your ears, what do you notice in your low back? And then if you drop your head, what do you notice then? So, to add a leg stretch to this, you could try straightening your knees as much as you need to get just the right amount of stretch. Not too much, not too little. And once you find that just right Goldilocks zone, you can hang out there for a few moments, breathing deeply. And notice where your breath goes when you breathe in this position. Good. So, we're going to come back up to standing. To do that, we can bend the knees again. Make sure the back is straight. And then bring ourselves up to standing just like that. I'm going to pause again in mountain pose. Tadasana. So I'll invite you now to feel into the bottoms of your feet and trace the lines up the center of your legs to the point where the legs meet, and then up through the center of your body, up, up, up through the top of your head. Take a deep breath all the way down into your feet, and then exhale from your feet all the way through the top of your head. And if you like, you can add an arm movement to that breath. We can bring the breath down on the inhale and pull the breath up and out on the exhale. And I'm breathing out through my mouth so you can hear me. And certainly, blowing through your lips like this helps to lengthen the exhale, and that's actually very helpful for stress. But you can also breathe just through your nose if you want to try that. And your eyes can be open or closed. That's your choice too. Last one. Long, slow exhale. Good. And then we can rest the arms at the sides. And we're going to try a little Virabhadrasana, warrior pose. This will be warrior one. Turning to the short side of your mat. Let's take the right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, and so as we inhale, we can come forward. as we exhale, we can come back. Now, I just want you to check in with your knee, make sure it's not going past your ankle like this. If it is, maybe you want to bring that foot a little higher, okay? So once you've figured out your perfect knee alignment, we'll just move into and out of this warrior position. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. And I'll invite you to notice the sensations in your feet and your ankles here. And perhaps there are sensations in your legs, the lower and the upper legs, maybe even the hips. And if you like, you can add your arms to this pose by inhaling, opening your wings, and exhaling, closing your wings. And you can choose to hold if you like, to hold either position, open or closed. And if you decide to hold, feel into what happens in your body when you do that. And perhaps you can make micro adjustments here and there to create more ease in this pose for yourself. Another choice you get to make here is how long. How deep do I go into the pose and how long do I stay? And certainly you get to leave whenever you like. Good, so when you're ready to move on, we can meet in Tadasana, facing the short edge of the mat this time. Taking a brief pause in the middle of the yoga practice, between left and right sides, just to notice and feel the right side of the body, feel the left side of the body, and feel the front of the body, and feel the back of the body. See if you can feel the whole body all at once. And when you're ready, we can try Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1, with the left leg forward and the right foot back. Coming into the pose once or twice just to notice the knee alignment. And then inhaling forward and exhaling back. Adding arms whenever you're ready. So when we use the arms like this in this pose, there's an opportunity to feel opposites. You can feel the openness and vulnerability, moving forward into the world with an open heart. And then we can feel the safety, the protection of turning inward into that inner sanctum. Feeling the expansion of the chest and contraction of the upper back muscles. And stretch of the upper back muscles. And the contraction, the smallness of the chest here. finally, if you like, you can hold if you haven't started holding already. Either the open position or the closed position. And releasing Virabhadrasana 1, we can come back to mountain pose for another sacred pause, this time reflecting on the work that you just did there. When you held the pose, which position did you choose? Open or closed, protected? Why did you choose that? What did it feel like? And what did you learn? Next, we'll be working our way up into a balancing pose. And before we go into standing on one foot, I really like to practice grounding into the feet. So to do that, we can try first swinging like a pendulum or tick-tocking forward and back. And noticing how far you can go in each direction. Try to notice what muscles you're using, whether this is easy or difficult. Notice everything there is to notice. And perhaps even some feelings, frustration, anger, or freedom, confidence. Not judging anything, just noticing. And then, like a pendulum, we can gradually, slowly, one little swing at a time, settle right in the middle. And when you do that, feel into the balance between the front of your foot and the back of your foot. Take a breath and see if there's any part of you that you can release tension from. So next we can try the very same type of thing, but side to side, left to right. And try to remain engaged through your feet evenly as you swing like a pendulum from side to side. And is this easy? Is it difficult? And how do you react to that? Experiencing the inner landscape through movement of the body. Good. And just like last time, we'll begin gradually slowing that movement down, eventually coming to a natural settling right in the middle, almost like it's happening all on its own. And then you can try feeling into the balance of your feet from left to right, left foot to right foot, but also inside of foot to outside of foot, and front to back. Feel your body weight going into the floor evenly through all parts of your foot. Perfectly balanced there in the center. Good. So next, we're going to try tree pose, Vrikshasana. For this, I really like to encourage people to use a chair just because it's safer to have something to grab onto for balance in case it's needed. So we'll start in our equal standing pose that we established just now with the pendulum movement. And then eyes open for this one, please. Shift the weight of your body onto your left foot. Lift your body up through that left leg. And then you could turn your right knee out to the side, either placing your heel there, just above the ankle with the toes on the floor, or if you're fairly confident in your ability to balance and your strength in your legs, you can bring that foot higher, as high as you're comfortable. And sometimes it's possible to have no hands on the chair, joining them together in front of the heart. A gesture of presence and union between the left and the right sides of the brain. And then sometimes people like to lift their hands and pretend that they're spreading branches up into the air like a tree. And if you were a tree, what would you look like? Can you feel the breeze in your branches? And can you see the light filtering through your leaves? Whenever you begin to feel fatigue or any other signal that this pose is finished for you, you can come out. And it's good to give the hips a little wiggle before moving on to the other side, maybe even a little stretch of the feet. Okay, then we can switch. Switching sides. Take a deep breath and root down into the floor through your feet. Swish, swish. Shift your weight onto that right foot. Just taking a second to really engage and ground through that entire leg before entering your tree pose. If you so choose, become the branches of the tree. You might even imagine roots sprouting from your foot down into the earth, spreading out as wide as you can reach your arms, reaching all the way down through the layers of rock, soil, water, all the way down to the molten core of the planet, wrapping your roots around that center, anchoring you here. You can come out of the pose anytime you like. This time on our sacred pause, feeling the feet and the knees and the hips, feeling the spine rising up, just like the trunk of a tree, all the way up. I'll invite you to think of at least one thing that makes your life worth living. Sometimes it's something small. That's good. So we can move the chair away now. We're done with the chair. And we'll be making our way down onto the floor. So I like to transition with that wide forward bend I was showing you earlier. We can bend the knees. You can pause here before going down if you like. You can enjoy this if you find it enjoyable. And then we can come down to the floor. And if you're a person who really doesn't go down on the floor, then you can certainly do this next pose in your bed or on your couch. This is Shavasana, final rest. It's the best part of yoga. So, a pillow or a blanket under the head can be useful if your neck bothers you. And also, if you have a tight back, a bolster under your legs is really nice too. Wherever you are, whatever props you have, make yourself as comfortable as you can possibly be. Place your hands in a comfortable position. Relax as much as you possibly can. Inhale and feel your body expand. Exhale and feel your body growing heavier. Inhale, taking in prana from the world around you. Exhale, sending out prana to be recirculated. This very breath that you breathe your constant companion with you from the moment of your birth. The breath is breathing inside you even when you're not paying attention, even when you're unconscious. And it will continue every moment, until the very end. Thank you for joining me for Somatic Yoga Therapy. I so honor you. I bow to the light in you because it's the same as the light in me. May you be happy and peaceful and free. Namaste.